Hello everyone, are you guys willing to know how noodles are made? In this video, we are going to explore various kinds of noodles around the world and what is the process of making noodles. If you're a noodle lover, this will be an interesting video for you. Before that, subscribe to our YouTube channel and enjoy more videos. The history of noodles goes back over 4,000 years and it was first produced in China. Noodles were first discovered in a Chinese tomb from the Han Dynasty, 206 BC to 220 AD, and it's expected that millet flour was used to make them. Then, the noodles began to spread in the Asian region, especially in Korea and Japan. Mostly, these Asian countries produced noodles using a variety of grains, including rice and wheat. Noodles were introduced from Asia to the Mediterranean and Europe, especially after the Romans and Italians embraced it, and soon it became a staple food in their countries. For the very first time, it was prepared by hand, mostly in houses, but with the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century, new machinery was manufactured which makes work easier to do. And with the technological developments, new machinery innovations were added for every process of production, and thus it allowed for the large-scale manufacture of noodles. Do you know what ingredients are used to make noodles? Noodles are usually made using flour, water, and sometimes eggs. A wide variety of noodles require different kinds of flour according to the required texture and flavor. The most popular flour used to produce wheat noodles is all-purpose flour, which is a mixture of hard and soft wheat, and this flexible flour can be used to make a number of different noodle recipes. To make egg noodles, all-purpose flour, eggs, and water are used as the main components. Here, the eggs make the dough more malleable and simpler to roll out, as well as bring out a better flavor and yellow color to the noodles. Rice flour, maize flour, and other substitute flour can be used to make gluten-free noodles. Kansui, which is considered a sort of alkaline mineral water, is a traditional ingredient applied in the preparation of several types of Asian noodles, especially those from China. It offers a particular yellow color to the noodle, thus these items are mixed into the dough. Additionally, ingredients like herbs, spices, and vegetables are added when preparing noodles in order to receive different flavors. For example, spinach puree is used to create spinach noodles, which contain a distinctive flavor and a green color. Beetroot puree is used to create beetroot noodles, which add a sweet flavor and a deep red color to them. Moreover, flour is combined together to make some delicious flavors of noodles according to the combination of different types of flour. For example, in the process of making soba noodles, buckwheat and wheat flour are combined together, and to make udon noodles, barley and wheat flour are combined. In order to improve the flavor and texture of the noodles, additional ingredients are used such as salt, sugar, and oil. These components are mixed into the dough. The proportion of flour to water or eggs can vary based on the type of noodle and personal preferences. Generally, it is important to use the flour to water or flour to egg ratio of 2:1 and make changes as required. Let's see how the process of making noodles is happening. In the factory setting, the procedure is carried out by specific machinery assigned on a bigger scale. Step 1. Mixing the ingredients. At first, the flour, water, and any additional ingredients are mixed together in the industrial mixer. This mixing is constantly done until it forms together a smooth and cohesive ball. The water used to make the dough is heated to a particular temperature based on the recipe, typically between 60 and 65 degrees Celsius, or 140 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit, as the gluten in the flour is formed at this temperature. Step 2. Kneading the dough. Then, the dough is transferred to the kneading machine and starts kneading the dough. This process helps to create and enhance the gluten in the flour, and which brings out the characteristic texture of the noodles. This kneading process is continued until it becomes smooth and elastic for about 10 to 15 minutes. Step 3. Resting the dough. When the kneading process is completed, the dough is put into a clean, covered area and let rest for about 30 minutes to an hour. This helps to relax the gluten as well as making it easy to shape up and roll out the dough. Step 4. Rolling and cutting. Then, it is transferred into the rolling machine and the dough is rolled out to a thickness of about 0.5 to 1.5 millimeters. Then it is broken into smaller portions. These smaller portions are put into the cutter and cut into different kinds of shapes and sizes as required. Mostly, they are cut into shapes such as spaghetti, fettuccine, and ramen, which are popular among everyone. Step 5. Shape the dough. Some forms of noodles, such as dumplings, ravioli, and wontons, need to be shaped after being cut. A range of ingredients, including meat, cheese, or vegetables, are placed into the dough before being folded over or pressed together at the sides to seal together for different shapes. Step 6. Drying. Next, the cut and shaped noodles are dried. This drying process might take a few hours to a few days and can be done naturally or with dehydrator equipment. The traditional way of drying is air drying, in which noodles are hung to dry in a well-ventilated room, or else the modern way of using a tunnel dryer or a belt dryer to dry over heat. In this drying process, the temperature should be controlled between 40 to 50 degrees Celsius or 104 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity also should be at around 40 to 50%. Step 7. Packaging. In packaging, dried noodles are measured with the relevant amount and filled into different types of packages, which contain the product name, ingredients, expiration date, and nutritional information as labels. By using the methods of heat sealing, ultrasonic sealing, or any other possible method, the noodle packets are sealed to ensure that the package doesn't contain air and thus remains fresh. Finally, packaged noodles are prepared for shipping. Now, we will see how the noodles are cooked. Noodles can be cooked in a number of ways, such as boiling, frying, and stir-frying. Each technique yields a little difference in the taste of flavor and texture. Boiling. Boiling is the most popular way for cooking noodles. Fresh or dried noodles are added together with boiling water and a bit of salt, and they are cooked for a short period of time, often 2 to 5 minutes, until they become soft. Noodles are drained and rinsed in cold water in order to avoid the noodles sticking together. Frying. Noodles can be prepared using the method of frying too. It can be done either by deep frying or stir frying. When deep frying, the noodles are cooked in hot oil until they turn a golden brown color and are crusty. When stir frying, noodles should be first cooked in boiling water before being added to a hot skillet or wok along with other ingredients like vegetables, meat, and sauces. After that, the noodles are mixed and cooked for a short space of time until they are well heated and properly drenched in the sauce. As it has been spread all over the world, noodles have become a staple food in many countries. They have adapted it into their cultures as well and prepared delicious noodle flavors on their own. Accordingly, here are some special noodle dish recipes that belong to different countries. Chinese noodles. Chow mein, lo mein, and dan dan noodles are some of the commonly used tasty Chinese noodle dishes. Chow mein noodles are prepared from including wheat flour noodles stir-fried with vegetables and meat. These noodles are served with a savory sauce. Lo mein noodles are mostly similar to the other, but before stir-frying is done, lo mein noodles are boiled, which results in a softer texture. Dan dan noodles are made out of thin wheat noodles, ground pork, and a spicy chili peanut sauce. It's a spicy noodle recipe that attracts many noodle lovers. Italian noodles. Italian noodles are a famous type of noodle all over the world. Spaghetti with marinara sauce, fettuccine alfredo, and lasagna are some of the favorite and most delicious noodle dish types in Italy. Spaghetti is in the form of long and thin, which is usually eaten with tomato sauce. Fettuccine alfredo is a noodle that consists of a creamy sauce that's prepared with butter, Parmesan cheese, and cream. Another favorite dish is lasagna. It is widely used for delectable food, mostly in street foods. Lasagna is a layered pasta dish made with wide noodles and different flavored cheeses, also adding meat or vegetables according to preference. Japanese noodles. Ramen, soba, and udon noodles are popular noodle dishes in Japan. Ramen is a hearty noodle soup that consists of different spicy flavors, broth, wheat-based noodles, and a variety of toppings such as sliced pork, green onions, and softly boiled eggs. Soba noodles contain buckwheat flour, and mostly it is served cold with a dipping sauce or else in a hot broth. The udon noodles are considered to be thick wheat noodles. A variety of tasty toppings are used to eat this udon, such as tempura and meat. Also, a mild soy-based broth is used to serve these noodles. Korean noodles. Famous significant Korean noodle dishes are naengmyeon, japchae, and kalguksu. Naengmyeon is a special recipe as it is a cold noodle dish. It contains thin, chewy noodles which are made with wheat or potatoes. Also, this is served in a cold beef broth as well as with a spicy mustard sauce. Japchae is also a tasty dish that is cooked in a stir-fry method. The specialty is its noodles are made from sweet potato, and the dish includes vegetables and meat. Kalguksu is a noodle that has got the shape of a knife cut, and this noodle dish is made with wheat flour and eaten in hot broth with seafood or meat. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel. If you guys enjoyed this video and find this insightful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts on the video in the comments.